The Ghana Premier League has got into its penultimate round. And guess what? It's getting very, very interesting in the Ghana Premier League. We've always been doing the international leagues, the foreign leagues, but this time, let's do some local African proper club football. And we'll be talking about the Ghana Premier League today because there are just 2 more games left in the GPL. And guess what? It's just 3 points separating the top 2 in the title race. Now, the league leaders currently are Nations FC, who are leading the GPL by 60 points with 2 games to go. Now, closely behind Nations FC is Bibiani Gold Stars, who are on 57 points. So it's just 3 points separating Gold Stars and the top place Nations FC. Now, closely behind these 2 teams are Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who are third with 55 points. So 5 points separating the top and Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and then also Heart of Lions, who currently lie 4th with 6 points separating themselves and Nations FC, who are top. Now, the table is not even interesting, but then let's talk about the games coming up this weekend, match day 33 of the Ghana Premier League, because it could really set up, for an exciting finale on match day 34, which happens later. Because you're looking at the fixtures, and Bibiani Gold Stars, who are second, will be traveling all the way to Brekum to face Brekum Chelsea. But then the league leaders are also traveling to a side, which is quite tricky, because they face Holy Stars, whom are also battling the relegation. So it's interesting to see how these teams fare as far as their games is concerned. Now, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will also be at home, and they'll be playing against Mediema Sporting Club. And everyone is saying that, Kotoko should at least get a win in that one to ensure that the title race drags all the way to the final day, down to the wire. Now, for Heart of Lions, they are also on the road. So Heart of Lions are home, actually. They'll be playing against Bechem United, and they also need to win. Because, interestingly, a draw for Nations FC, the current league leaders, will mean that both Kumasi Asante Kotoko and then also Bando Heart of Lions will not be able to win the league, which means that heading into the final day of the season, it could be between Nations FC and then also Bibiani Gold Stars. So we'll be focusing more on these 2 clubs, Nations FC and then also Bibiani Gold Stars. Now, we are looking at the table currently, and we can see the point difference between these 2 sides. Nations FC on 60, Bibiani Gold Stars on 57. Now, Nations FC travel all the way to the Western region. They'll be facing Basake Holy Stars on match day 33, just a game before the final day of the season. Now, Basake Holy Stars are also battling relegation. You can see where they lie as far as the league log is concerned. They are not entirely safe because Basake Holy Stars are on 38 points, which means that they also need a win, to save themselves from trouble, going down to Division 1 and fighting back again. Now, Basake Holy Stars are also neighbors to Bibiani Gold Stars, who are battling for the league against Nations FC. So it's quite interesting how Basake Holy Stars will be approaching this game. Everyone is thinking that, maybe they could even end up beating the league leaders, Nations FC, at least for their fellow Westerners, that's Bibiani Gold Stars, to go on to win at Brekum Chelsea. Then we could set up a thrilling final day clash in the Ghana Premier League, because on match day 34, perhaps Bibiani Gold Stars could be top of the table, depending on that game between Holy Stars and then also Nations FC. So let's do these permutations. In the event that Bibiani Gold Stars gets a win away at Brekum Chelsea, then Nations FC would also be forced to win their game to move to 63, then which will mean that would definitely get to see the winner of the Ghana Premier League on the last day of the season, because a win for Nations will take them to 63 points, while the win for Gold Stars will also take them to 60 points, which means that the final day will get to determine. Now, a draw for Nations FC will take them to 61, and then a win for Gold Stars will take them to 60, which means 1 point. In that scenario, 1 point could be separating these 2 sides heading into the last day. Now, the only way Nations FC can be crowned or could be crowned champions on match day 33 is if they end up winning their game and then also Bibiani Gold Stars lose their game. Or even if Nations FC should get a draw and Bibiani Gold Stars ends up losing to Brekum Chelsea, then the Ghana Premier League will be decided. We've not really witnessed such a thrilling end to the Ghana Premier League in such a long time, where it's going down to the wire. So like I said, the top 4 is set. A draw for Nations FC will mean Kotoko in 3rd place and Heart of Lions in 4th place would not be able to win the league mathematically. Now, a win for Nations FC would mean that Bibiani Gold Stars will also have to win to at least push the title race to the last day of the season, where they hope that fellow contenders, Heart of Lions, would upset Nations FC for them to win, because the Ghana Premier League deals with the head-to-head, the mode of separation, or even to determine that tie break is through the point than the head-to-head record, where Gold Stars have got a better head-to-head record against Nations FC. So a defeat for Nations FC this weekend and a win for Gold Stars will mean that Gold Stars will occupy top place. They will usurp the league leaders heading into the final round of games, which means that the Ghana Premier League is getting even more exciting. If you're a lover of the Ghana Premier League, let's hear from you. Which team do you think has the upper hand getting or heading into match day 33 and then even match day 34? Which team do you think has got what it takes to win it? Do you think Nations FC will maintain their grip on top spot and go all out and win the Premier League? Or you think BBN Gold Stars, they also have what it takes? Because in the last 2 seasons, the Premier League has headed to the West, where we've seen Mediama win it and then also Samatex 1996. So the West would want to continue with their dominance. That's why most of the Westerners are actually rooting for Gold Stars to win it. But the Nations FC, they've been quiet. They've got their job done. And gradually, they are edging towards their maiden Ghana Premier League season.